What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Recoup. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels, and today is Friday, April 18th, and it's a good Friday, folks. How the heck are you doing? You see what I did there? I said heck on Good Friday. I probably, if I remember, won't even eat meat today, folks. Good Friday is the day that Jesus was crucified for our sins, and then he'll return on Sunday, folks. Oh, buddy, what's going on? The markets are closed, but we're here for a 6 straight weekday. We're keeping it real. We're keeping it going. We're doing the Recoup Daily Live again. Heck yeah. Well, let's see what's going on in the chat. Anybody in the chat? Happy Friday to Ice Age Trails. He sent me some ammo on Voy, and then he sent me some more. So I'm going to give away some ammo next week. You guys ready? Pop, pop. Sorry. Gov, what's up, Cooper Troopers? What's up, Gov? Rome's in the building. 250,000 Coop Algo have been minted. That, my friends, is 250,000 Algo staked and receiving Coop rewards. Shout out to D13. I think they keep on having to lift the cap. 250,000 Coop Algo was the cap. You'll probably have to lift it again. I think the same thing happened on Aura. I think Go BTC rewards are coming, so you can stake your algo and earn Bitcoin. The man is providing a tool. He's also a spiritual leader for the KoopCoin community. So shout out to him. He's doing a great job. And by the way, folks, you can probably even hear me right now, right? It's pretty amazing. I'm not on mute. Folks, there was a little hiccup in that little early transition, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're doing this daily again. I'm going to find my flow. I'm actually enjoying myself. The markets are, they're not great, but it's, at least it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good time to be back. I'm happy to be back, and we're going to keep on going. So, folks, today the markets are closed, but there is about $2.3 billion worth of options expiring today for Bitcoin and ETH. Max Pain on Bitcoin, I believe, is around 82,000. Last I looked, it was sitting at 84,500, and ETH Max Pain is like 1,600. So on a closed stock market day, the volume should be low, easier to move the price. So what's going to happen? I don't know. What do you guys think? Sometimes the prices move towards Max Pain, right? But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, folks. We'll see. Might be a buying opportunity. Might just be something to watch. Who else? Boom. Ammo. Yeah. Let's see. We got a Tougher Silence. Intro with no sound, or Coop telling jokes with no sound? Intro with no sound. Oh, did the intro have no sound? We'll see. I think it's better that I'm heard. I mean, some of you may disagree, but you wouldn't watch if you did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. Well, let's go. There's a funny drama happening on the timeline between Solana and Base, which makes me feel like actually Solana dudes are feeling a little threatened by Base. There was the Base is for everyone token. And it went up, and then it went down quickly, and then everybody started going, oh my God, the Base people are so unhinged. The chart looks normal. I guess, I don't know. I saw something Mert from Solana was posting. Anyways, we'll look at it later. It's at least it's just fun. All right, folks, let's just dive in. There's nobody really talking to me in the chat, so we're just going to dive in and go to CNBC and see what's going on in the world, because we're not going to be really looking at markets, but we can look at precious metals and we can look at some other things. So let's go. Let's get me on here. There we are. All right, refresh. So this is all unimportant at the moment. Oil's up. Gold in the red, but it's 33.5. It's not really red. All right. We got crypto where we're going to go. So anything on here that we need to talk about? Trump administration announces fees on Chinese ships docking at the U.S. port. So this continues to escalate. Canadian small businesses are taking Trump's tariffs personally. That's what happens, folks. People care about their country. Believe it or not, Canadians are patriotic. Who would have thunk? You know, I took my daughter to the Hello Kitty Cafe at Universal Studios City Walk. We didn't actually go to Universal Studios, but we did go to the Hello Kitty Cafe yesterday, hang out. We had a little daddy-daughter day. And right there at the bottom, at the metro station, there is like this square where there's some like, you know, from the mission times of California. And it was at that place so unceremoniously. It's just like it looks like a trashy part of the metro station is where the Mexican American War ended, where Mexico, I think it was called the Great Capitulation or whatever, in like 1850 or something, gave up California to the United States, to the settlers. And it was just so funny. Like I was just sitting there, almost walking, you know, by a metro station, and to look over and to see, I was like, oh, what are those old? What's that old rubble? And it's like, oh shit, that's where they literally signed. You know, that's where Mexico gave up California. I guess saying this to, you know, what, California is less than 200 years old as a United States territory. You know, Mexicans are proud to be Mexican. You know, Chinese are proud to be Chinese, and it all makes sense. What am I fucking talking about? Anyways, I thought it was cool, the Battle of Cahuenga or something. I learned something yesterday. All right. All right, let's keep on going. Trump will study whether to fire Fed Chair Powell, advisor says. Oh, man, I don't want it. White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett said on Friday that President Donald Trump and his team would continue to study whether Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell could be fired. I mean, this is something that he might announce on a Sunday, knowing how this administration has been behaving with this type of news. Hassett's comment come a day after Trump ramped up long simmering feud with Powell. White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett said on Friday Donald Trump and his team were studying the matter, and when asked if firing Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell was an option, an indication that a matter of great consequence for the central bank's independence and for global markets remained under active consideration by the White House. The president and his team will continue to study that matter. Hassett said at the White House when a reporter asked if firing Jay Powell is an option in a way that it wasn't before. Hassett's exchange with the press came a day after Trump wrapped up a long simmering feud with the Fed chair, accusing Powell of playing politics by not cutting interest rates and asserting he had the power to evict Powell from his job real fast. Hassett appeared to distance himself from his 2021 book, The Drift, Stopping America's Slide to Socialism, in which he argued that firing Powell during Trump's first term would have harmed the reputation of the Fed as an objective and independent manager of the nation's money supply and could have compromised the credibility of the dollar and crashed the stock market. I think at that time, when I wasn't employed by Donald Trump, the market was a completely different place. And you know, now that I am employed by Donald Trump, I was referring to legal analysis that we had back then. And if there was new legal analysis, which it would obviously happen now that I am employed by Donald Trump, that says something different, then we need to rethink our response. It was not immediately clear what new legal analysis or the absence of backbone he was referencing, but a case over whether Trump overstepped his authority in firing two Democrats from federal labor boards, now pending at the Supreme Court, is being closely watched as a potential precedent for whether Trump could remove Powell. Powell has said that the law would not allow his removal and that he would not leave if asked to by Trump. This is brutal. Just move on to something else. And that he intends to serve through the end of his term in May 2026. Powell also said this week he does not think the current case on appeal at the U.S. High Court will apply to the Fed. Look, I support this administration and a lot of what they do, but I just believe that the central bank should be independent and I think we should probably stop fighting with Canada and Mexico. If it results in better deals, then fine. But it's just a bad look, to be honest. All right. For the world, because it makes you, if you can't count on the United States relationship with Canada, then other countries are going to be like, can we count on our relationship with the United States? Should we do more business with China? But I'm no expert. Ba-da-da-da-da. Capital One and Discover merger approved by Federal Reserve. Don't care. U.S. proposes lighter sanctions on Russia as part of a peace plan with Ukraine. We'll get to Bloomberg. That's a Bloomberg article. We can go over there. Nintendo Switch 2 retail pre-order to begin April 24th. The issue is that my son only wants to play PlayStation, so nobody cares about the Nintendo Switch 2 except for me. And I can't really justify buying a Switch 2 for the new Mario Kart, but I really want to play that new Mario Kart. I think my wife would leave me if I bought a Switch for me. And she kind of should. We need to get a house. Not that the $400 or whatever, $500 that thing would cost would stop us from getting a house. But anyways, okay. So there's no stock. So let's move on to Bloomberg. Let's reload. Wait, what? Okay, you guys can see that. Cool. Right? Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. All right. What does that mean? Trump says U.S. to take a pass if Russia or Ukraine balk on a deal. What does that mean? U.S. President Donald Trump signaled he could walk away from efforts to end the war in Ukraine if a deal can't be found soon, as Russia said a 1-month pause on targeting Ukrainian infrastructure energy infrastructure has ended. If for some reason one of the two parties makes it very difficult, we're just going to say, you're foolish. You're fools, you're horrible people, and we're going to just take a pass. But hopefully we won't have to do that. This is part of like what I like. You're horrible people. You're fools. You're horrible people. Okay, that's funny. Trump said he did not have a specific number of days in mind by which he wanted to see an agreement before walking away, but needed to see quick progress. I know when people are playing us, and I know when they're not. And I have to see an enthusiasm to want to end it. And I think I see that enthusiasm. I think I see it from both. Okay, bro. Okay, now you're talking out both sides of your mouth. But that's funny, though. You're fools. You're horrible people. I don't know why I find that so funny. Trump studying if removing PAL is an option. Okay, we're not going to talk about that again. Why do I keep doing that? Scott Bessent's Treasury tightrope. Boeing begins flying back planes destined for Chinese airlines. Trump's feud with Harvard imperils critical research into ALS. Lilly promises to make weight loss pill in U.S. You know what? All of these drug companies should only be making weight loss pills in the U.S. because we are the ones that need it the most. But I don't actually really think it's a good idea unless you're like morbidly obese. Like the way Hollywood is just putting these drugs into their body and looking like now they're like borderline meth heads. I don't know if they're doing the right thing. I think they're going to look back and be like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. What else we got? Anything? I don't really see anything. Should you guys want to hear me read Bloomberg in Espanol? ¿Por qué el oro tiene un atractivo tan dorado? I speak wonderful Spanish. Okay, that's enough. Let's go to the block. Oregon Attorney General to sue Coinbase months after SEC drops case. Good luck, bruh. John Woo on Avalanche's edge in race for enterprise adoption. What's their edge? I want to know Avalanche's edge. He is the president of Ava Labs, so slightly biased. But Ava Labs president John Woo discusses Avalanche's accomplishments in bringing TradFi and gaming enterprises on chain and what obstacles, particularly with regard to regulations, remain in place. We're not reading that. That's like paid for content to the block. Oh, look. Oh, wait, that just left. DWF opens up a U.S. office. Was that sponsored? These guys, Justin Sun and DWF, they're realizing, oh, we just got to buy some World Liberty Financial, then we Gucci. You see that? That's boomer shit. Okay, DWF Labs, the next generation crypto market maker and Web3 investment firm, announced a strategic expansion to the United States with a new office in the New York City. DWF Labs also announced it has purchased $25 million of World Liberty Financial governance tokens in a strategic private transaction. The decentralized finance protocol and governance platform inspired by Donald Trump. The new U.S. office marks a significant milestone in DWF Labs' global expansion strategy, positioning the firm to strengthen institutional partnerships with banks, asset managers, and fintech firms exploring blockchain integration, hire local talent. The U.S. is the world's largest single market for digital asset innovation, Andrei Grachev said, managing partner of DWF Labs, former CEO of Huobi, Russia. Our physical presence reflects our confidence in America's role as the next growth region for institutional crypto adoption. Moreover, the USD1 stablecoin and forthcoming global DeFi solutions align with our broader mission to improve financial services. There you go. Okay, let's go to Blockworks. All right. Stablecoin transactions outpaced Visa payments last quarter. We've had a frustrating Q1 for digital assets. We thought it was going to be a little better, but I don't know. You got to feel that pain and like it's never going to happen before it happens. So that's what we're waiting for. Let's go look at prices. Speaking of that, the fear and greed is ticked up a little bit more towards greed. Fartcoin is down 15%. All right, Bitcoin in the red, but barely. For the last 24 hours, the volume is anemic, 15 billion. ETH sitting sub 1600, down 1% and a little bit more in the last 24 hours. Very low volume there as well. XRP has the same volume, looking okay, hovering over $2. Solana still up 11% in the last 7 days, but down 1% in the last 24 hours. Doge hanging out in the mid 15s. We just spoke of Avalanche at number 13, right there about $19. A lot of talk about SWI. People like SWI. Polkadot showing a little strength. Up 4% in the last 7 days, up 1% in the last 24 hours at $3.69. Volume low. Today will be an interesting day for prices, I think. Might not be great. Algorand keeps on climbing, green across the board. Algorand at number 45. Low volume, but still $1.6 billion market cap. Up 4% in the last 7 days, almost 2% in the last 24 hours. Past Cosmos When was the last time that happened? Man, Cosmos is lost its luster, hasn't it? I think Polkadot's the only game in town like that. All right, let's go to Vestige. All my Algorand friends, kick it on Vestige. Vestige, 19 cents. We got Tiny, reigning supreme at 2.5 cents. Almost nearly a $4 million market cap. Highest volume. Chips is still kicking. Monco hanging out still above $1 million market cap. Coop coin, green across the board. We got that Coop algo with constant buy pressure. Every time that the Coop node grabs rewards, it's buying some Coop. So shout out to D13 one more time. Volume okay. Couple grand. Market cap 350,000. We love Coop. Alpha Arcade hanging out at that 4 cents, down a little bit. We'll look at Alpha Arcade and see what as we do every day, they are helping sponsor the show. I'm not sharing Vestige. I never share Vestige. Sorry, guys. It's coming. It's coming. We looked at all that. You heard me. You heard me. You didn't need to see it. You heard me. All right. All right. Anyways, there we go. Not much to look at. Let's go to, let's see what Bitcoin Gold's like. There's a lot of sideways action basically happening there. We're looking at 25 ounces to a Bitcoin. Down in the last 24 hours. Yeah, that's about as sideways as you're going to get right there. See how the dollar's doing. Dollar is down. Not by a lot, but it's down. Down a little in the last day, down nearly 1% in the last 5 days, and down almost 4% in the last month. Okay. All right. Let's go look at X. Okay, this is I'm just checking out my notifications. What did I mention? Oh, I mentioned the Mert thing. Let's look at Mert. Let's give this guy have some fun with that. Mert. Teaching people how to extort people. Oh, here we go. People understand that pimping is literally selling women's bodies for money, right? Fascinating strategies. Yes, these are real. Basis for everyone and everything. Basis for pimping. Basis for squirting. I mean, this is what I wrote because this is how I feel. What did I say? I said, it also just means dressing fly and having game. Soften the grip on the pearls, Mert. I mean, honestly. I think Solana people are a little threatened by base. I'm not sharing it again. You bitch. You bitch. Basis for squirting. Okay. That is pretty weird, but who cares? Just like, where are you? Are you at the, is he at the Goldman Sachs convention right now? Like, what is he fucking talking about? What industry do you think you're in and what chain are you on? Anyone, anywhere, 100,000 in funding. Global meritocracy is finally here. Ibu from Folks Finance. Most of the world is racist by culture. Sucks, but it's actually true. Don't be racist. This is the only Polkadot community member that will actually interact with outside people. These guys wonder why the mind share on crypto Twitter isn't high for Polkadot, even though they have this wonderful technology and these growing blockchains in their ecosystem. Well, it's because they fucking are weird, isolationist, and like curating pussies. Is why. This guy's cool though. Probably love it when I call him a pussy. All right, let's go back to Restream, talk to you, and then maybe sign off. What do we got? Happy Good Friday. What's up, Mort? Should be calling people pussies on Good Friday, should I? Oops. Jax, no. Wow, the intro was silent. What is going on? All right. Well, folks, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, boom, ammo. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me. Outside of that, I don't know. I don't know what else to do here. There's no market. There's like nothing. There's just nothing happening. I mean, there's a lot happening. Oh yeah, Alpha Arcade. Never mind. Let's go look at Alpha Arcade. For those of you still kicking it. There we go. All right, so they got the Warriors are climbing a little bit. The Nuggets are 5. Are the Clippers even on here? Oh, so if you think the Clippers or who else? If you think anybody but these guys right here are going to win the championship, then there it is. All right. Will the Mavericks beat the Grizzlies? They got a 31% yes. That's tonight. This is crazy. I can't believe that the Warriors have a 63% chance of passing the Rockets. People really have a lot of faith in these dudes. Will the Heat beat the Hawks? Oh, man, that's tough. These games tonight are fun. They're close. The Mavs played great against the who the hell did they play? Who did they just beat? The Kings. The Kings, man, they have good players. Like, what are they doing? Sabonis looks like he's just not wanting to do it anymore. They got to get rid of that dude. He's been so good for so long. Like, what's going on, Sabonis? Is that the fucking guy that traded? That's hilarious. The icon on betting on the Mavericks beating the Grizzlies is Nico Harrison. I love it. Dodgers beating the Rangers. How are the Rangers good? Let's look at baseball scores. I like the Dodgers, but I think the Dodgers have been losing, haven't they? Yeah, the Rangers are good. They got about the same record as the Dodgers. Who's pitching? 4-4 away. Dodgers bring 3-game win streak, though, into the matchup with the Rangers. The Dodgers 14-6, second in the West, NL West. The Rangers first in the AL West. They got Dodgers as the they got the Japanese guy. All right, let's do that. Okay, well, let's just hang out. Go to my Para wallet. Alpha Arcade. I kind of like, because I'm a bit of a shithead myself. I kind of want the Hawks to win, but man, Tyler Hero and I just really actually like Bam Adebayo. I just like the way that guy plays basketball. Where are we at? Oh, give me a break. Come on. Shit on my screen. That's what happens when you have kids. All right. We're betting on that Japanese pitcher. We're predicting on that Japanese pitcher and the Dodgers. Done. We'll go. I don't think they can do it. But it's not even worth it. Nah. I would bet on the Grizzlies, but I would rather the Mavs win because I'm a huge Klay Thompson fan, so I'm not going to bet on that. The payout isn't that great. And I'm going to take, even though I do like Trae Young and his hot-headedness, I'm going to take the Heat over the Hawks. Just based on how they played the other day. Now, obviously, Trae Young is going to come out with something to prove. And don't they have Clint Capella? And he's kind of washed. Do they still have him? Let's go back to, we're here. Go to the NBA. Let's see. Am I sharing? So no Kevin Love for the Heat, but it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. Clint Capella's hurt. Well, that's going to be tough for, I think that's tough for the, who the hell is on the Hawks? Yeah, they would really want Clint Capella on this team. Especially against a team that rocks let's see. Now let's look at the Heat. Yeah, I mean, even though Bam's an undersized center at 6'9", like his game, like him. Yeah, I'm going to go for the underdog here. It's the underdog, right? Yeah, pretty significantly the underdog. But on actually no, with ESPN analytics is the underdog, but actually which reflected in the prediction market, the Heat are the favorite. I think it's in Atlanta. We'll see. It'll be fun. Little small bets, having fun. All right. Anybody there? What do you guys think? Scoozy for the cap. Scoozy. Happy birthday, Coop. Wish you the good health and the best in general. Today is not the literal birthday. I'm not going to tell you. Maybe you probably find it online. I probably stupidly put it there at some point. But it's coming up. It's coming up. Birthdays are much less exciting as you get older and have kids. But I appreciate it, man. Scoozy for the Caps. Wanted to shout it out. Yay. Dame is back. Oh, Dame is back. Hell yeah. Let's look at that. Okay, he's out game 1. Okay, here we go. Let's go. The Pacers are taking on the Milwaukee Bucks for the second straight year in the first round of the playoffs. They were able to beat the Bucks in 6 games last year. Last season, the Pacers didn't have to contend with Giannis at all during the series. He missed the entire series due to a calf injury. This year, it looked like Damian Lillard was going to miss most of the series. He missed the last 3 weeks after being diagnosed with blood clots in his right calf. Now Lillard will be back after game 1 on Saturday. Now that Lillard is returning, NBA experts are starting to change their predictions for this series. So I picked Pacers in 7, but that was before this Dame news. Honestly, I'd believe any outcome is possible. Rooting for the Bucks. But they can definitely win it. The Bucks are good. Halliburton's good. Who's their center? Who's their big on the Pacers? I don't know. Hell yeah. Well, let's go Bucks. I mean, even though the Pacers, I like the Pacers too. They're a cool team. All right. You know, it is pretty cool, this banker thing on base. Yesterday, the base account tweeted something, and then somebody was like, "Hey, banker, create this and send half the, and then buy this amount, and then send half of what I buy to Jesse Powell or whatever his name is." And then it just all executed within a few minutes. I mean, this banker thing is kind of neat that they're doing on base. I don't know a ton about it, but I do know it's from like a very active community member in base and on Farcaster, and it's growing. So this is something that's organically growing on base, and it seems to be pretty cool, in my opinion. Yesterday, I commented on some Drake stuff because I saw that some of this stuff about his Tron wallet maybe leading to some hits, not hits as in the songs, like whatever. But call me on a cell phone or something. But like an actual hit. I don't know. That bro might be in trouble, but who knows? Maybe it's all bullshit. All right, folks. Hey, look. Wasn't this inspiring? Don't you guys feel inspired after this episode of the Recoup? I feel like we really got to the bottom of everything. That's it. All right, folks. Hey, here's my hair. And KPJ, what is that? KPJ is... No. Who's KPJ? Who's KPJ? Mel, who's KPJ? I don't know who KPJ is. Oh, Kevin Porter Jr., former Clipper. Got in trouble. Yeah, he's a very athletic guy for sure. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. He like a number 10 pick or something, but then did he beat somebody up? Did he beat up a girlfriend or something? I don't know. But yeah, he's definitely a long, athletic guy. He was on the Clippers for a bit, and he definitely showed some flash. I think when did the real series start? Probably not Saturday. Basketball starts on Sunday, right? Other than obviously tonight. Let's go to full scoreboard. Saturday? Oh! Hey, we get basketball tomorrow. Oh, the Clippers. Oh, my son. It's not going to... Oh, we're going to be at the horse races. No. We're at the horse races on Sunday. That'll be fun. That's good. And then I get to control the TV tomorrow. So we'll be definitely watching the Clippers. I have to show some restraint out of love. But that's a lot of good games. We got game 1 of the Bucks Pacers at 10 a.m. We got Clippers Nuggets. Got Pistons Knicks. And then we got the Wolves. I love this Wolves Lakers. I think the Lakers can be upset. I think they can. But I also am just like, I'm a fan of Anthony Edwards. Definitely a fan of that dude. Think he's cool. Loves the game. Plays it with bounce. All right. Well, there we go, folks. We did it. I don't know much about that. Kawhi, Harden, Zubac is a hell of a trio, man. Zubac is dominating. That guy is dominating. Like, he's cleaning up the boards. He is money from around the bucket. Who else did they got? They got Bogdan for Terrence. I liked Terrence, man. Bogdan's okay. I mean, that one's hard. I am rooting for the Clippers for my son, but let's look at their roster. I'm not sharing, but it's okay. You guys don't really care. If you're still, maybe you do actually, if you're still listening or watching. Who do they got? Oh yeah, Coffee is proven to be pretty good from outside. Chris Dunn can play some defense. Harden, I'm just worried about Harden and being so James Harden-y. You know? Oh, that's who we forgot. We forgot when you said Kawhi, Harden, Zoo, you forgot the actual dude. The man, the myth, the legend. I like this guy. Norman Powell. Hell yeah. This team is good. But so are the Nuggets. Is Jamal Murray healthy? Let's see. Where's the injuries? I think he's healthy. The only injury they got on the list is some dude I've never heard of. So yeah, that's gonna be tough for those Clippers. Yeah, no, the Clippers have also been playing really good basketball. I'm worried about the Warriors. They own though. I think they beat the Rockets every game this year, and anytime we've been in a playoff series, we beat them. I'm just worried about our size. And Draymond is obviously a wild card. He's a great defender, but like, foul trouble, hothead. Looney is serviceable for sure. But then our rookie, that guy, Quentin Post from Boston College, he can shoot, but he's kind of a defensive liability. Steph has been cold because he's banged up. Thank God he's getting a few days to rest that tailbone and that thumb. Poor guy looks like he's wearing a diaper out there and has a freaking jacked up thumb on his shooting hand. Still shooting pretty damn well, but missing a lot of those like floaters. I'm so tired of watching those guys miss floaters. And Jimmy Buckets going for 38 or whatever he did, but missing like 7 free throws. It was like, dude, come on, hit your free throws. I saw a post that Jalen Green broke up with his girlfriend and is getting off of social media. So they're excited. Yeah, Bogdanovich is a tough shooter. Yeah, he can shoot. Yeah. Cool. All right, folks. Well, we talk basketball. We talk basketball on the show because I like it. Football, the NFL draft is coming up soon. That's going to be fun. We'll see where Deion Sanders' kid goes. We'll see where that other guy goes, Travis Hunter. I don't really watch a ton of college football, but I'm obviously always... What picks do the 49ers have? They got 11 picks. They hold the 11th overall pick in round 1. Oh, shit. We actually got a pick. I thought we gave all that away for McCaffrey. Number 11, that actually makes it fun. Let's see. We'll look at this mock just real quick. I'm not even sharing. I know I'm not sharing though, so it doesn't count. All right, round one. Let's see what they got. What do we even need? Well, we just lost Debo and Ayuk, right? Do we even have Ayuk anymore? So yeah, some offense. Let's see. The Raiders got number 6. Oh, they're thinking that they're going to take Sanders. This is what NFL.com mock. Sorry that I would share this, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. Oh, so this mock has the 49ers picking Will Johnson, a defensive back from Michigan. The departure of Charvarius Ward leads the 49ers to pick Johnson. His lack of demonstrated elite long speed, thanks in part to a hamstring injury and a Johnson's ball awareness and secure tackling as a zone defender jibe with the zone heavy scheme. Shanahan and Saleh. Oh, we got Robert Saleh back. Yeah. Leaned on when they were last together in 2020. They're not going to do that. They're going to go offense. I'm excited to see this. My son likes the Chargers, which he picked the Clippers and the Chargers. I was like, oh, bro, just be a 49er and a Warrior fan, dude. He's like, no, he was born here. He wants to have LA teams, and that's all good. I understand that. Do the Chargers even have a draft pick? How did the Niners get number 11? Chargers got number 22. Tight end from Michigan. All right, guys. Can't imagine that anybody's still watching this. Hey, folks, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If Steph lifts it this year, he needs a crown. Oh, my God. If the Warriors somehow win the NBA championship this year, I mean, I was just seeing a picture of, they were showing a picture of his wife and his daughter, Riley, who I mean, the fact that she looks so damn much like Steph Curry, it is weird, to be honest. And she also kind of had this like demeanor like Steph does. It was pretty funny. But I just remember that first championship, which meant a fucking lot to me as a lifelong Warriors fan. And seeing little Riley on his lap, that man has been, I mean, Steph Curry is the GOAT. I mean, in my opinion, honestly, just all around, having kids that like basketball, that love basketball, really, one of them specifically, and some other little boys. And in a world of kind of just like shitty role models, even though I'm on one side of I'm defending Trae Young and his behavior the other day, but still at the same time, more importantly than defending people just being hotheads and competitive, more importantly, like somebody like Steph Curry as a role model for these kids, even though he's making them shoot too many threes, it's just, he's elite. Absolutely, positively an elite human being by all accounts, really. It's pretty amazing. Even the way like Jimmy Butler talks about playing with him, he's like, I'm Robin. I'm definitely Robin. That guy. So it's cool. All right, folks. Hey, I will see you on Monday. We keep on doing it. All right. And we'll keep doing it. I'm trying to read the comments as I got distracted. It's just me. It's basically me and Mel talking basketball right now. All right, folks. I'll see you Monday. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Twitter. Make sure you follow at @Coop_Daniels and subscribe on YouTube at the RECOOP. Maybe turn on some notifications. And yeah, let's keep on keeping on. All right, folks. See you soon. Peace. Oh, wait. What we got? His impact on the game is huge. People talk about being good, both ends, etc. My opinion is what shock you, because as a player, his impact offensively is out of this world. Have a good one. And you know what? By the way, he bulked up a little bit from when he was a younger guy, but he is less of a defensive liability on the defensive side than he ever was. He can handle it. He can play. I mean, obviously he's not an elite defender, but he's not a liability necessarily.